None of it matters. Okay. What do we? What's the name of the episode? What episode are we on?
You always know the number.
It was like a month ago.
You always know the number.
It was like a month ago.
And you always know like all the old shows and what we talked about when and the date that it was recorded and all that fucking shit.
Okay, that was like a month ago. I don't know how to say it.
Okay. All right, I'll just look up on the podcast here. Oh Lord.
We're on episode 47. 47. 19 views in the last 28 days. We're fucked. We gotta.
47.
We're starting from nit. Hey, we finally got 1,000 plays on Anchor though.
Hey, and welcome back to another episode of the Not Good Enough podcast.
I forgot what
It's
we
been
do.
so long. I am Andy. This is David, my co-host. Welcome back. This is episode 47. OMG. And for a good reason. I mean, come the fuck on, man.
It's been a month and a half since our last episode. Let me tell you. Holy shit, there's just been so many issues throughout. And it's not like we've been missing weeks. Last week was, I think, the only week where Andy didn't come over to do the podcast.
Yeah.
And that was because he was sick.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like, we have been trying to do this shit consistently every fucking week. And there's always a new issue.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why. But God is trying to stop us.
2 weeks ago, I almost gave up completely.
Bro, yo, Andy was like, no, it was 3 weeks. Okay, look, it all started. All right. So basically, our last episode was October 11th. We talked about cats and dogs.
Mm-hmm.
It was an all right episode.
Mm-hmm.
Andy came over the next week.
Mm-hmm.
We record the whole episode, like whole hour and a half recording all that shit, right?
Yep.
We had a great ass episode. I felt like it was a great ass episode. And the thing is, the setup went perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. Like it was scary how good the setup was, because it was like, well, nothing went wrong, so obviously something has to go wrong.
It's like, wow, we know what we're doing. We have been doing this for a while, like over a year's time, and
we got the hang of things, right?
We get the hang of things.
Yeah.
Like we get the steps down. We're doing all the things. We're doing every single thing that we always do. All right.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
It didn't go that way. So basically, we record, everything goes fine. You know, I put the videos in Andy's USB. He goes home. You know, we set everything down. He goes home. He texts me like an hour and a half later. He's like, "Yo, the audio's fucked." I was like, "What do you mean, bro? What do you mean?" Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Just listen to it." And then I go on my laptop and I listen to it, and you just can't hear anything. It's like there's a wire loose or something. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, when I tell you the setup went fine, I mean, like, even the audio check was like perfect. Everything was perfect that day. And then it wasn't when we finished. Yeah. So that's when he texted me back and he's like, "Yo, bro, I don't know if I could do this, man." And I was like, "Yo, I got this. Don't worry. This is a passion project. We don't lose our passion. We got it." And he's like, "All right, I trust you, David." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Okay." So
I don't trust anybody.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to make some adjustments. All right. That's why we're wearing headphones right now. Mm-hmm. So we could hear the live audio of it. Right. So then if something goes wrong, then we know it's just the wire that connects the thing to the laptop. So, all right, we got that done. Right. The week after, we set everything up. We got the headphones. We got everything. I'm like, "Yo, Andy, I'm going to go to my car real quick and I have an aux cord in there. I'm going to go get an aux cord." He's like, "All right." I get my key. I unlock my front door. And then all I hear is, "Ah, shit." And I'm like, "Ah, shit, what?" This fucking guy spilled his coffee all over the fucking mixer, bro. Mind you, the mixer that we just bought like a month and a half prior, right? He just spills coffee all over it. And I'm like, "Ah, shit." So I just start laughing uncontrollably because in like weird situations, in like awkward situations, I just laugh. Somebody could die in front of me, I'll just be chuckling. It's awful, and it's not even funny to me, but
Yeah.
I just get nervous. Yo, so he just spills coffee all over. We dry it. I have like really shitty paper towels. Let me tell you, bro. I use like the whole roll, just trying to dry everything out. And I'm like, nah, it'll work. It'll work. It's fine. It wasn't messed up. Well, we try to do the sound check, and we could even hear it on the live audio. It's just like, and we're like, fuck. So we take like a 10-minute breather to just recuperate, and then I'm like, well, we got to buy another mixer. So we buy another mixer, same mixer. It's right under the camera, and we made a new rule: no coffee or any drinks near this fucking table again. Like Andy came in today, he opened my door and he had a cup of coffee. I was like, right over there, right over there.
Yep, it's all the way over there. I can't reach it.
Yeah, nah, you don't get to after the mistake that you made. The thing is, not only did he spill coffee on the mixer, this motherfucker even got, look, it's not even clean yet. You got a little bit on my fucking trackpad on my, he spilled the shit everywhere, bro.
It splashed.
Like splash damage. It was the fucking AOE of just coffee everywhere. Yeah, bro. And the thing is, Andy is known to spill drinks over technology. He is known for this shit.
It's the only time that I destroy electronics is when I accidentally spill a drink on it.
Yeah.
Like, my phones don't break. Like, they last for years. I still have all of my old phones. You know, I just don't get rid of it. You know, I bought the thing. You know, it's mine.
Right. Yeah.
It
possessed it there, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's like a history thing. So, like, I don't like drop anything. Nothing shatters in my hands. Like, I take good care of electronics, except the few times that I spill a drink on it or whatever. But that's the only time that things break with me.
Yeah, but it happens like way too often around me, I feel like. Because, you know, the thing is, the craziest shit is, before you spilled the coffee, we were talking about your engagement party. When you spilled water all over your fucking MacBook and your mixer and your DJ shit. And it's crazy how I just foreshadowed the whole fucking thing.
It was just on the laptop.
It was on the laptop?
It was only on the laptop.
Dear Lord. Thank God you didn't get on the laptop. The mixer was $130. This shit was like $1,600, bro.
Yep. We'd be having a different dialogue right now if that was the case.
So like, guys, Andy bought me a brand new laptop. Thank you, Andy. So yeah, no. So that's what we've been dealing with. But I feel like there's been so much happening in the meantime. So I got new tattoos. I don't know if you can see my arm a little bit. I got a jellyfish.
Oh.
Yes, wow. I did.
Wrapping around that tree, huh?
Yeah, I got a quote right here. Hold on. Damn, bro. I can't do cameras, bro. Got a quote. It's upside down. You can't read it. I'm not going to say what it says. And then I got a bear with a man face and a man with a bear face. And
that one's color.
Yeah, that one's in color. Well, my left arm is going to be in color. And whenever I show people that one, they're always like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, it's from an album. And also it signifies how everybody wants to be somebody else that they're not.
Sure.
So, you know, plus, I mean, I'm going to finish it up. It's not going to be just that on my arm. Obviously, I'm going to get tatted the fuck up. But yeah, let me tell you, bro, this shit was 4 hours of getting tatted. I got all 3 of these at once.
Okay.
Yo, it was the first hour, I was like, all right, this is cool. But then, like, the other 3 hours, I'm like, yo, dog, are you going to finish, bro? Because, like, this shit is starting to hurt, bro. You ever just get exhausted when you don't do anything but just lay there? I just laid down on the thing.
Like, you're tired of waiting?
No. Like, I wasn't tired. Well, obviously, I was tired of waiting because of how much pain it was. But I didn't do any physical activity. I just laid down on the table and he just like tatted me for 4 hours. But I was just so exhausted when I got home. But the thing is, I couldn't sleep yet because it was burning. And also, do you know how fucking awkward it is to sleep with 2 tattoos on both arms? Okay, so
no,
the one that's in my forearm, the quote that's in my forearm, it's right on the dip. It's like right on where you like bend. So that one was kind of uncomfortable, but not too bad.
Yeah.
You know, but that's all. You only got it 1 arm, sir.
Well, right. That I only have it on the one arm, but each of the elements I got like 3 done at a time. So it was like all over my arm every week. It was in a different spot.
But you could avoid the one arm. You just don't sleep on that side, right? But me, bro. So this is how I slept. I slept face down, which I don't do. I only sleep on my side, but I had to sleep face
down. T-pose.
No, I like having my hand underneath my head. Protect me from falling.
Asleep.
Yeah. So I have one arm like this because on my left arm I don't have anything on the bottom. So you know my bicep could be on the bed and it won't be an issue because it's on the back of my arm. So that's fine. But the thing is with my right arm, I could avoid my tricep and stuff and a little bit of my bicep because of the jellyfish. I could avoid it. But the thing is, to avoid that, I would have to lay it down on my forearm flat. But I have a tattoo on my forearm as well, right on the dip. So I can't bend it too much because then it's gonna fuck up the healing process. So I basically slept my left arm underneath my head like this while I'm face down, and then my right arm outside of the bed, holding on to the wood frame of the bed like this, just like that the whole fucking time. And let me tell you, this shit was uncomfortable and it was burning. The first night, like I still had the saran wrap, and I got home and I'm like, I'm extremely tired, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play some video games because why not? Yo, I had the saran wrap on both arms. Let me tell you, bro, I was playing Madden and I was just like, oh shit, fuck, because shit was burning, and I'm like. And on top of the saran, like, this shit's not gonna help. But yo, that shit was awful. And the thing is, it was freezing outside, like freezing, and it was just awful. Because I would sit outside a little bit because it was burning. Down. Yeah, but it was too cold, so the rest of my body's just shivering. As like my arms are the only thing that's getting any type of benefit from being outside. Yo, this shit was awful. So long story short, next month I think I'm gonna get another tattoo. Here's the thing. I mean, I got tattooed for 4 hours. Now, hey, yo, stop coughing, man. Now I have 13 tattoos, right? I have 13 now. When I was getting the tattoo, obviously, I'm getting a lot of pain. I was like, yo, I'm just not gonna, like, do this ever again. But as soon as I was done, first of all, $250 for all 3. Amazing price. But yeah, as soon as I was done, I was like, bruh. I looked at him, Jesus, his name, Jesus. I was like, yo, Jesus, I'll see you before the end of the year, buddy. And he's like, yeah, I'll see you then.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, I'm gonna make an appointment for next month, and I'm gonna get another tattoo. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna get, but I think I'm gonna finish my left arm, or I'm gonna get the one on my thigh. I might get the one on my thigh. But the thing is, so it's awful because no, here's the thing.
It's great, but the thing is, it's awful.
No, not the tattoo, but it's like when getting the tattoo, because it's here in Gainesville, it's cold as fuck in the wintertime, like freezing fucking cold. And if I get a tattoo, I obviously don't want to put a shirt over it or anything. I couldn't wear a hoodie for like 2 weeks. Like I could, but I don't want to irritate the tattoo and make it just do unnecessary stuff. You feel me? And it was freezing those 2 weeks, so I'm just out here t-shirted up. Just like outside, and everybody's like, "It's freezing. How are you not cold?" I'm like, "I'm freezing my ass off. I just have no choice." But you don't want to get it in the summer because then it's too hot, and then you don't want the sun beaming on it. It's just hot, and you're sweating, and you don't want to sweat. So it's like you get the worst of both worlds, when you get a tattoo. In this type of climate in Miami, it's like whatever. You just avoid the summer. In the winter, it's like 75 degrees, bro. You're gonna be t-shirted up anyways, man. You tank tatted up, tank top it up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I mean, that's my journey with my tattoo. And at the same time, and this will lead into your shit. At the same time, I got the tattoo. The day after, I started feeling a little thing on my throat. I was like, something going on my throat. Yo, I went to sleep that day and I'm like, maybe I'll wake up good tomorrow. Yo, I woke up Monday and I was so fucked up. I was so sick. I felt like I was dying. My throat
Now,
was hurting
What
so
Monday
bad.
was this? Was this last week or the week before that?
No, this was when I got my tats 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
The week before you got sick. Andy got sick too. The week after me. I lost my voice. I couldn't speak. I had so much mucus built up, bro. I coughed once and it was just like wet, like super wet. Like you could feel the mucus. Like you could hear it. Other people, I would cough in front of my coworker and they'd be like, "Oh my god, I heard you. I heard the mucus." And I'm like, "Yo, yeah." Oh my god, yo, that sounded weird as fuck at the headphones. Dude. Oh shit.
Yeah, but is that what your
literally. It's like my throat squirted a little bit every time I coughed.
Gross.
So
Squirtle.
So yeah, I was having a hard ass time, and then I got good by the weekend, and then that's when Andy spilled the coffee on the mixer. I think I got Andy sick because I wasn't sick. I wasn't contagious at the time, but I was still like battling a cough.
No, I had other people. You probably got me sick, but there was other people at my job that haven't been feeling well either. But people have been wearing masks still. It's on and off. Half the people wear a mask, whatever. It's just part of our culture now.
No, I didn't wear a mask when I got tatted.
Judge anybody wearing masks anymore. Everybody was like, all right, whatever. This is a common sight now. But then, it's like I was at Publix last night. 3/4 of the people aren't wearing masks, but then there's other people that are wearing masks.
Dog, I flip flop wearing masks at Publix.
Mm.
Because here's the thing, I listen to music when I'm at Publix, right? But I also I move my mouth a lot, like if I'm talking, but I'm not talking to anybody. And a lot of the times I judge people. So if I see somebody doing some dumb shit, I say it in my mouth, using my mouth instead of just thinking in my head. It's like fucking idiot. And if I got a mask, nobody will see it. But if I don't have a mask, I gotta be careful. So I like flip flop going to Publix. I'm like, should I wear the mask or not? Like, am I gonna say some stupid shit?
Feel right now?
How do I feel right now? Do I feel like a judgy bitch or I flip flop? But yeah, I feel like I wear the mask all the time. To then get that fucking sick, I was awful, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like at night just and just dying.
Well, also the thing is that it's change of the season. That
always fucks me up.
So that was, and I called my mom, this couple of days ago, and I'm like, I feel like I'm like dying, right? And then she's like, well, it's that time of the year, October, November, March, and April, those 2 time frames. I always come down with something.
Dog, March.
It's seasonal.
Sucks for me, dude. And it's my birthday, and it's your birthday too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
every year around our birthdays,
it's
we get
the change.
Fucked.
It's the change of the seasons, and I can tell you exactly what happened. So that that same week that you're talking about,
that's when it started getting cold.
No, it was not that. It was
It was like the 26th of October.
I can't remember. Maybe it was the week after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we tried, and yeah. So that week, well, fuck, I don't even remember the specific details, but there was a Saturday I had to go into work, and I had to go in like that afternoon, and it was, but we didn't record on that day.
We record on Sundays.
Right.
All
right, that makes sense. So I had to go in on Saturday evening, and it was fucking cold. That was the day that the temperature really dropped.
I think that was the day I got my tat.
Right. So so then that following Wednesday is when I woke up and I felt like crap. And my problem is that when the temperature really changes like this, so does the humidity. And I have been living in Florida my whole life.
You need it wet.
I'm used to 100% humidity.
Yeah.
Right? I'm used to just moisture in the air all the time. So when there's all of a sudden like a huge drop in it, my throat dries out and I'll get like this postnasal drip shit going on.
Oh,
and
bro.
apparently I've had this my whole
That's
life.
the worst fucking
My whole
thing.
life. And I'm
Oh.
actually, trying to get it, worked on. Right?
Worked on.
It's
They go back there every week and they just try to work on it little by little.
That's right. It's like repairs to a house or something like
Yeah.
that.
I'm remodeling my nasal drip.
Eventually, the second bathroom will get fixed. Right now there's a leak. You could say. Get it? There's
I
a
got-
drip. Anyway, so that combination really fucked up my throat, and I just felt like crap. So I slept almost all fucking day that day, and it was glorious. I stayed home, which I never do. And then I went into work the next day, which was Thursday, and which was a bad decision because all that talking I did at work, with my coworkers, it was just a normal day. But I was fatigued, and I was
I think that's age.
no, I was fatigued, and I was just tired because my body was dealing with like this sickness that I had. And then Friday morning I woke up and my voice was gone because of the irritation that happened all on Thursday. So then I called out again on Friday, that day, went to the doctors, and 2 hours later they're like, you don't have COVID, you don't have the influenzas or whatever and all the other enzas. So you're fine. You just have a common cold, one of the many that's happening right now in the area. Take some OTC and rest. And I'm like,
You could have told me this over the phone.
you don't have any drugs I could take. It was viral, not bacterial, so there was no antibiotics for me to take, just over the counter. So here we are. I still have some dry coughs going on, but that's it. That's it. And
Thank God. Because can you imagine? Andy already bitched out last week. He texted me. He's like, yo, I feel like shit. And I'm like, God damn it, another week.
Yeah, it was that week that I felt like shit. Man, I called out 2 of the 5 days of the week.
It's not that bad, bro. You got PTO.
No, I don't.
Why not?
Because I haven't been there for a year.
It's a year over there? Damn. Shit. Hey, yo, stop coughing. Mm-mm.
I'm going to start coughing your direction.
Bitch, you
What?
will never get this any episode out. So, yeah, we both got sick. But here we are now. And then, So, at the same time I was dealing with the sickness and the tattoos, I had dermatitis, or I still have dermatitis, actually, on my neck. I have some skin shit on my neck.
Yeah,
right?
you were talking about that. You get some irritation going
Yeah, I
on.
got some irritation. And the thing is, when I was like, what the fuck is going on my neck? It's like burning and shit. I'm like, I ain't get tatted on my neck. I was like, what's the only thing that's changed this week? And the only thing that changed was that I washed my clothes at my stepdad's house instead of my brother's house. So I was like, it was different detergent. It wasn't Tide. It was Bounty, or the other shit, Downy. So I'm like, all right, that's the only thing that's changed. Everything else is constant. So I'm like, all right, that must be it. So like a day later, I texted my sister and I was like, yo, I gotta go wash my clothes. She was like, all right. So I washed my clothes. I get the clothes back, and I'm like, all right, wearing the new clothes with the same old detergent I've been using that I haven't had an issue with, it'll probably go away in like 3 days, right? I'm like, all right. So fucking 3 days later, I'm like, what's going on, man? Maybe why is this shit taking so long? And I was like, all right, maybe a couple more days. Bro, 2 weeks later, bro, I'm like, I don't think it was the detergent, bro. This shit is not going away. And then I show my coworker and the pharmacist, and I show her the back of my neck, which is the worst. And she's like, yeah, there's like specific spots of like your Cuban link chain just like causing the fucking dermatitis. And I'm like, well, that's not fucking good. She's like, why don't you take the chain off? And I was like, I can't take the fucking chain off. She's like, why? And I was like, you just don't understand. I have to represent my people. She's like, okay, weirdo.
David, it's slowly killing you. You have to take the chain
I
off.
can't. So yeah. So I mean, and the thing is, you guys remember I got the chain. It was like 4 episodes ago, which was like
Yeah.
3 months ago because we keep
talked
having
a
to
lot
skip
about
episodes. Yeah, so it was like $150. It's not a real
Mhm.
solid gold chain. It's gold plated, but it obviously, the inside of it is not real gold. And I think it's either nickel or silver, some shit. But I'm allergic to that apparently. I think it's
Mhm.
nickel. I'm allergic to that shit. So obviously, and I was wearing the chain for what you've seen it. It was like 4 or 5 months ago. And I haven't had an issue. So I'm like, I never thought of that as being an issue. But obviously, since it's gold plated, it withered away.
Yep.
And then here we are now, dermatitis. I got the titus. So, and the shit that pisses me off is it comes at the worst time because I just got my hair cut the week before I got my tattoo, and I've been putting my hair up a lot, but I can't put my hair up now because I got the titus.
Mhm.
So I'm fucking pissed. So yesterday, we figured that shit out, and I'm like, all right, I took the chain off and I left it there. I left it at work. I was like, fuck you, chain, and I went on break. And then 30 seconds later, I bought a real solid gold chain for $1,400. So
$1,400.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, so here we are. So now I'm just waiting till Wednesday till this shit gets in. It's a 14K, solid gold chain, same thickness and length as the other one, which is why it was more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm waiting for that, and then I'll never take that off, never ever, and I won't be allergic
as you
to
live.
it. Yeah, well, hopefully not too long.
For as long as you live.
Yeah. So yeah, I spent $1,400
nice.
on that shit, man. Which
But-
it hurt a little bit, but not too much. I don't know, bro. I've been working my ass off at work, bro. Like 50 something hour weeks.
Nice. Well, I mean, you're one of the top dogs, so you got to.
Yeah, no.
You gotta show everybody how it's done. And cover for everybody that doesn't come in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been dealing with that shit. Yeah, work has just been rough, man. Have you noticed that shit? Has that happened in the paper industry? Like where during around holiday time, it just gets progressively worse.
Well, in our industry, it's usually like around holidays. There's businesses
Right,
that
sucks.
are rushing to do things or whatever. But
Do the customers get worse? Because they get worse in the pharmacy. I think because of all the stress of like people coming over and their family and shit and having to plan for the event or whatever.
we
They
don't
just get angry.
we
for no
don't
reason.
really experience that. It's just more of an increase at the
In volume?
same rush to do things, to get things done, but it's just kind of increased because there's just more people trying to
Oh fuck.
fuck, Thanksgiving's this week, we gotta whatever, where the holiday seasons are coming up, so like
There's
fuck.
They're like,
Yeah.
hey, what are we supposed to do today? Just check the fuck schedule.
Yeah, this is gotta get done, and blah blah blah.
But then everybody's sick at the same time. You said a lot of your coworkers also came down with sickness. So.
Well, they had like sniffles or something like that. Not a lot of people were sick. You know what I mean?
Sick. Yeah.
But it's like any all the other companies out there. It's like your pharmacy, you people in the pharmacy probably have like the same immune system now.
Oh yeah.
like
all
the
of us?
people
Oh, yeah.
at my job, like we all have like the same immune
We
system.
just
now.
share. We're
Yeah.
one shared
One person
collective.
gets sick, everybody's just gonna get sick.
Fucking
It's gonna be like a little
zigzags, dude.
domino effect, and usually what happens is there isn't more than one person out at a time. It just gets passed on to somebody else.
It's like, all right, Andy and Joanna, they're sick this week. All right, guys, that means next week Jim and Tammy are gonna be sick, and then it's just gonna keep going down there until you get through the whole roster, and they're like, oh, thank God, we're finally
Yeah,
good.
and then a couple of weeks will go by, and then something else is gonna start up, and how
And then it starts
goes.
from the other way. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, fucking John and Timmy, they were sick last. I was sick first. What the fuck is going on?
Okay, and what were they doing?
Yeah.
But so the $1,400 on your chain, that wasn't all that bad, I guess, because didn't you say that something happened with your credit?
Yes, I got an email the other day. I'm outside. I'm just chilling,
Mhm.
and then I get an email, which I don't even check my emails, which is weird. But I got an email from Wells Fargo, which usually it just means like my statement for the week or whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to look at that. It's gonna be a whole bunch of bullshit.
Mhm.
And then it was like, oh, credit limit increase. I was like, this is a scam. So I looked at the thing, and they're like, your credit limit just increased $1,600, and I'm like, oh, I don't believe this shit. So I went to the Wells Fargo app, and I'm like, oh shit, bro, this shit is in there, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
it
like,
actually
oh,
increased.
shit.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty interesting. So now hopefully my credit gets better. But I fucked up because I bought the chain and I forgot to put that shit on my credit. I just put that shit on my debit.
Hmm.
So
Well, that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Just paying it straight up, isn't all a bad thing. But if you already had the cash,
No,
you
but
could have put it on your credit
see, yes,
and then pay it off as soon as it posts.
it's my
then
issue. So
there
here's
you go.
when. So I forget to use my credit card about 99% of the time, and the only time I really remember to use it is whenever I'm making a big purchase, like $300 and more. I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
this is something big. I could use, since I don't use my credit card, but I have to use it obviously to build my credit. I'm like, let me put this on that, and then I'll just pay it off. Like I have the money to put on my debit right now, but let me just not do that, and then let me put it on my credit card.
Mhm.
And the thing is, I was on Amazon, and I looked at the payment method, and I'm like, yeah, that number, yeah, no, that's my debit. It's not my credit. It's my fucking debit. And I'm like, fuck. I forgot the last four numbers. The only four numbers I need to remember in the payment method, and I fucking forgot it.
Mm.
So, I mean, I'm not going to cancel my order and shit, but
Cancel your order just to order again with your.
that's a reason. One of the reasons when you cancel order on Amazon is because I've canceled a lot of orders because like I'd come to my senses. I'm like, I should not be buying that.
Mm.
I used the wrong card or whatever.
Huh.
So yeah.
Cool.
Wait, hopefully I don't get robbed.
This motherfucker. Man,
I just gotta take the knife that's out of my car and just hold it on the whole time. Like anytime I'm walking out, I'm just with the knife open, just ready.
Yeah, man. Do it to it. Well, speaking of spending money, my wife and I bought furniture yesterday.
Andy doesn't spend money on shit, so if he buys something, it's because he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
What happened with
And
your couch, bro?
When I do buy stuff, it's not inexpensive either. Like,
Yeah.
I would, for example, like, I wanted to get a watch like a long time ago, and searching for it when I bought this watch, and so what do I buy? It's $300, and it's not
Shit.
yeah, or something like that. It was like around
I
that
say
price.
shit like it's just
You just dropped $1,400,
but that was me though. I know you,
but
I know you don't just spend $300 anyway.
Yeah, no, like
barely on the rent.
yeah, so $299. So like I'm very particular when I buy things, but when I do buy, I invest the money. I will pay more for the quality and the longevity of the
Which
thing.
you should.
Right. Yeah.
Obviously, if I spend $20 on a chain, I'm not gonna expect it to last as long as a $1,400, $900
spend
chain.
$20 on a chain, and it's paper clips just all
Last
together.
1 week, and then see the thing is, I did spend $20 on a chain once. It was a scorpion chain, and I wore it for 2 weeks before it just scorpion just broke. Yeah, so
That's funny.
So I mean, obviously you feel the difference, and you can feel the difference even just a couple $100. Like the scorpion chain was $20. The gold chain I had that I wore for 5 months without it tarnishing was $150.
So hopefully this will get
at
you
least
through
10 months.
through a year.
At least 10 months.
Pushing for 12 months. But yeah, the furniture that we bought is a couch, right?
Uh-huh.
So when we moved in 2 years ago, we bought a couch.
Damn, it's been
right?
2 years.
Yeah, it's been 2 years, man. 2019 is when we got this house. Yep, pre-COVID. So we got this couch because it looked nice. It was kind of comfy.
It does look nice.
Yeah,
or it did. Sorry,
it's very,
it did look nice.
very like arms are open. It's like, yeah, come on, I will hold
Come
you.
here.
Please come here.
The thing is, it wouldn't fucking let go.
Yeah, now it doesn't let go. So we didn't know better. But it was made of feathers, right? The cushions are made of feathers. Turns out we just don't like those because they don't really last for us, right? Because when we sit on the couch, we sit on the couch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some people like put half of the weight on their legs and shit when they hit the ground. You motherfuckers, you jump on that bitch.
Bloop.
Just let everything drop down.
Like we're wrestlers and shit. We bring down the elbow.
It's John Cena. Just fucking, yeah, fucking elbow
exactly.
that shit.
So, we ended up buying a couch set because 2 years ago we bought this couch.
Mhm.
This couch was kind of cool because it was like modular, right? As I call it, modular. Like,
yeah, you could configure it anyway.
Sure, like it had like 5 pieces.
Mhm.
Because it just breaks apart. It's not really connected. It's just pieces like pushed together, so you can move things around. It had a chase piece to it. The cushions come off. Like you can like really take it apart and clean it. But the problem is you got to fluff those goddamn pillows. Like almost every day, you got to fluff it up to get it all in position. You got to fluff up the bottom part of it, Holy fuck. That it was just so draining having to do that. And then when you don't do that, like it's just so compact. And now you go to sit down, it's almost like it has a strong gravitational pull holding you in. And it's very anti-productive. Like if you go to sit down on this couch, you are done for the day.
You're not doing
And
anything
good
else.
luck if you can get off of it to go to bed.
You have to like roll off and hit the floor.
Oh, trying to roll off of it is that much harder because
just
you
divots.
got to get that momentum from zero. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, at my age, I can.
all right, okay.
It caused trouble. Let me tell you. I'm
you
out of breath.
haven't sat on this couch.
I don't think I've. Yeah, I don't think I've
I don't
ever
think you
sat.
have ever sat on the couch
I
unless
think I did once.
it was when it was brand new.
I think the only time I sat on it was when all of us sat on it for your bachelor party.
Mm-hmm. That was it.
Which was at like fucking Applebee's or some shit, and then we just went to his house and watched old Vine videos.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that was
whatever.
the only time
Mm-hmm.
we sat down on your couch.
Yeah,
I looked at your couch and I'm like, this shit looks nice.
yeah. Well, it was, but so it lasted us like 2 years, right?
Mhm.
It's fine. Now we bought like a 3-piece couch, and it's
Takes a cow.
It's pretty sturdy. Like it's got some nice cushions and whatnot. Like pretty happy about it. Comes with a love seat as well, so it's 2 cushions there. And then we got a swivel glide chair, right? Which is actually kind of cool because it spins and then it also kind of glides back and forth. So it's kind of like a rocking chair, but it's not a rocking chair. Because I wanted a recliner for the longest time now. Because I'm like, I
Recliners
grew
are
up
so
with a
fucking good.
recliner, but holy fucking shit, why are they $800? Recliners are so expensive,
And they're
given what they are.
they're heavy as fuck.
And they're heavy as fuck because all the mechanical shit and whatnot. If it's not electronic, because there's a lot of like electronic, recliners and shit.
My brother has an electronic one, but
So, because we're shopping around, and I'm like, this is not fiscally, responsible. Plus, we got cats.
yeah.
So I'm like, I open it up, and I'm looking underneath. I'm like, the cats are just. It's gonna look like a scene from Saw.
Dog, that shit happened to me once at my brother's house because of the recliner. Like, JoJo was underneath that bitch, and I tried to close it, and he like whimpers. I'm like, who the fuck is there? Like, why are you even underneath the fucking recliner?
Yeah.
So that shit is scary because then you gotta like fucking check every time, like,
yeah, and
which animal's down here, who's down
how
here.
far do they climb up in the thing?
And cats don't listen. You can't just be like, hey, pistachio over here. At least with a dog, you'd be like, hey, Joe, right here, and then he'll come. But no, with a cat, you'd be like, fuck you telling. I'll stay here all day.
Yeah, so good luck with that. if you got like pets in a recliner. Good job if they're not,
just
jumping up in
fucking
that
shit
thing.
up.
So anyway, so it doesn't really raise up or anything like that, but it still like moves around. And I definitely wanted a chair that could actually spin.
Spin looks nice. See, does it spin like 360 or like is
Yeah.
it like 90-90?
Um,
Some do like the
I mean-
45 or whatever. No, the 90-90.
given the position that it was in at the store, I don't know if it spins 180 or like 360.
360.
But
Do you not have
doesn't
a
matter.
picture of
I
this?
don't need a spin 360
Do
once it's in the house.
Do you not have a picture of this?
No.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Oh,
And
wait, yeah, I do.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, because
All right. I'm gonna write this down for you too.
my wife told me to pose for a picture in this chair
Oh.
because she's like,
Yo, your pen has no ink, by the way.
yeah, look where it's from and how long ago have I had
It's
that?
like a year.
Oh, that pen is probably, yeah, that's not gonna help. Anyway, I was done with my wife, but that's the chair.
And it spins?
Yeah, man.
All right. So basically, I'm trying to write this down. Andy has to put this picture up right here in post. Andy, you have to put this picture up now. I try to write it down for you, but
Chair.
and it's at minute 40. How the fuck did you get that shit to work? Oh, it stopped working. Bless.
I'm allergic to all this bullshit. Why won't this pen work? Anyway, so we dropped like $3,200
Oh,
for all this stuff.
oh. But that was the big chair, the love seat, and the swivel, or
Yeah.
just the love seat and the swivel?
No.
Oh, you got the big couch too.
We got the
three-seater?
3-seat, the 2-seat, and the 1-seat.
Ew.
But it also includes delivery and setup and all that stuff.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
Oh, and
Setup
and a
Ooh,
5-year. Yeah, where they unpack it and then they put it
You
in,
can't do
in
that?
place.
That's like $300.
I mean, it's like part of the delivery too.
Oh.
I mean, I
You
could,
could just call Micah.
but I don't have to.
You could just call Micah
Or
and just call me, and I'll help you. We don't,
Or
bro.
it
Me
could
and
just-
Andy, we're not friends outside of this podcast. Apparently,
No, I fucking hate this guy. No, I mean, what's another $50 for them just to do everything? All right.
$50 is like a shit ton of Skittles, bro.
Yeah, if you look at it like that, of course.
That's how I always look at things. I just measure things in how many
And
Skittles I got buy. Yeah.
All right. I guess you tasted the rainbow. Anyway, so yeah, we got new furniture, but we wanted to buy a whole bunch of other stuff. Like we wanted to buy.
See, that's the dangerous
A-
shit.
a
When you go with the intent to buy something, you should start adding other shit into your list that you know you can't
But this
get
wasn't
right
the first time that we went to the store and looked at these things.
Well, yeah, you guys were going to the antique store, but you never went to. But you wanted to invite me, but you didn't want to at the same time. But you said show up, but you didn't tell me you weren't going.
I totally forgot about it. Apparently, you did not.
No, I didn't. Your wife didn't either. She said you should probably text David, tell him we're not going. He's like, fuck,
No.
David will figure it out.
I mean, like about that whole entire weekend. I already forgot about it, but apparently
I'm
you
forgetting about
lose
shit.
sleep on it.
I lose sleep every day.
So yeah, we wanted to buy a whole bunch of other stuff, and then that was gonna be like $6,000, worth of stuff. But
It's not that bad actually. $6,000.
yeah, oh yeah, for everything that we're doing, we're basically like replacing everything downstairs, like a whole new table.
That would be the
really nice. It's a square table, and then
It's like
it
the
has
dining
like
room
the
table, right?
yeah, and it
Oh.
has like the leaves, which come out on each of the sides
so
to make it
extended?
round.
Yeah. Okay.
So it goes from 4 to like 6 people.
That's the only thing I would change in your house right now. In terms
That-
of downstairs,
and
just
then-
because I like the one you have now, but it just doesn't match with anything else you have.
I mean, because that was a table that we brought with us.
Yeah. No, you
So-
can see.
But anyway, it's a table and it still works. which is why we didn't buy another table yesterday.
You're like, babe, if we buy this, I'm just gonna spill coffee on it.
Yeah, I mean, what else do I do? That's me.
That's my shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so we were gonna buy that with like 6 chairs. So that was gonna be really nice. We're gonna buy like 2 end tables for the couch living room area. Which were pretty cool. Shit.
Damn, boy. I know that shit.
But that would have been really sick because it was like integrated with like electrical outlets and shit.
Oh, yo,
yeah,
I love technology like that, or like furniture like that.
Yeah, and it was like one of them was like really narrow and long, and they were both like part of the same set, and we're gonna get another like coffee table. But this coffee table was like all part of like all the same set. Everything went together, and it would have been really nice. This coffee table, like half of the top piece lifts up and comes towards you.
Where did you go, bro?
Ashley Furniture.
Ashley Furniture?
Yeah.
Is she hot?
So, she knows how to get furniture.
I know how to test out furniture.
Yeah. And it had like a whole bunch of drawers, you know, for storage and shit. And I'm like, damn, this is cool. Because our coffee table, it's a small little square that also like folds out, you know, that extends the sides, which kind of like triple in size. But, you know, I like shit like that. That's modular, and as I call it. You know, because it's
like customizable to what your needs are in the moment.
Multi-purpose and whatnot. You know, so we can fold down those sides, and then it's so much smaller space. You know, it takes up but yeah, I really liked, you know, that coffee table because the top would come up and towards you, so it'll be like at a table level that, you know, if we're eating at the couch or whatever, because now we would have to like, you know, sit up and, you know, get real close to the table and like eat off the table, you know, whatever. But that would have like lifted up and yeah.
So you're going next weekend to buy it?
Yeah, I gotta wait for a paycheck. Yeah. But yeah, we would have got all that stuff, and that would have been like over $6,000.
Nice,
but on top of that, like we're thinking about like redoing our AC unit still, you know, and
maybe you need a new chair for the podcast.
Yeah, you should probably look into that.
Me, bitch, that's your chair.
No, this is your folding chair. I bought my own chair for like the office for you to sit in, and you sat in it.
You mean the chair that you look like you obviously stole it from like a lawyer's office?
It looks like
a waiting room chair.
Yeah,
the shit that you obviously stole.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't steal it though. I fucking pieced that thing together. I bought the damn thing.
I took it apart. Took it to my house.
Yeah.
Put it together.
But anyway, yeah, we wanted to buy all that stuff, but and the like an AC unit, and then that's gonna be like $8,000 or something like that, you know. But anyway, so yeah, that's what we ended up doing.
So now that you have all this shit, Andy,
we don't have it yet.
Okay,
it's coming. It's gonna be delivered. The chair's on back order.
Oh, I hate back ordered shit.
Yeah, it is. Well, you know, right now, especially with that, with all of this furniture shit, like a lot of it is back ordered and waiting list and whatnot. And you know, the only way to get on the waiting list really is to like pre-order it.
Yeah.
Right. But you know, whatever. You know, the couches though were in stock, so we're gonna have them delivered next weekend.
See, that kind of fucks up because I was gonna say, Andy, now with all this new shit, I mean, are you gonna invite me to Thanksgiving? Because this will be the only year in my life where I don't have turkey for Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm going to my mom's for Thanksgiving.
Can't do that.
Sorry.
Sorry. I usually go to my mom's for Thanksgiving. I won't be able to this year, but I figured out I'm just gonna go to the store, to the liquor store, and I'm just gonna buy a bottle of Casamigos, and then a bottle of Jaeger, and I'm gonna buy a shit ton of Red Bull, and I'm just gonna get drunk as fuck.
There's nobody that you can spend Thanksgiving with here?
No. Oh, all right. There is one person, or there's really two, but one of them was my old boss, and I don't know. She has a kid, and I have to be like respectful and not cuss. But no. Here's the all right. Yo, thank God you said that because it just reminded me. So I got a fucking text the other day by my ex's parents, right? My ex's mom. She texted me and she's like, "Hey, you're invited to Thanksgiving dinner. Of course, like we have other family coming over, but you're definitely invited if you would like to come." And like, obviously I said I'm going to do something else, right? I said, "Oh, I think I have other plans with other people, but I'll let you know." But can you fucking imagine if I have 3 balls, but I don't have the balls to do this. Can you imagine if I show up to my ex's parents' house when she's going to be there with a bunch of her extended family for Thanksgiving and just fucking like, just act like normal? Can you imagine? She'd be like, "Hey, how's it going? You remember me?" Like, yeah, I remember. What? Yeah, where do I remember you from? Like, "Oh, I was your Crystal's ex. Remember we dated for 2 years?" Like, "Oh, yeah. You guys used to date?" Yeah. We broke up last year. "Oh,
So how you been?
like, oh, are you guys still friends?" "No, nah. Are you guys talking?" "No, I haven't talked to her in a while."
No, it's the first time I've seen her in a while, actually. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Talk to her mom all the time.
All right, well, I think I see my kid over there, so I'm gonna go take care of it. Can you imagine how fucking awkward that would be? And like, obviously, I appreciate the invitation. I'm not saying I don't appreciate it. I really appreciate it, and I love that family. I really do. I love everybody in that family. My ex's brothers, both of them, I love them just like they were my brothers. All right, they mean a lot to me. But holy shit, man, that would be awkward as fuck if I just go over there. And I wish I had the balls to do it, because I feel like a lot of awkward shit happens to me, but I don't like start the awkward shit with like intent and like.
Sure.
So here's what happens to me, bro. What happens to me is God plays chess on me, but I play checkers back, right? But can you imagine if I chess the fuck out of that situation? Because I feel like, obviously my life's a movie, right? I mean, you guys see it. I talk about it on the podcast, all the weird shit that happens to me, all the dumb shit that has happened to me, that will happen to me, obviously, that I go through, that I have started, that has happened to me. Can you imagine if I fucking like purposely go over there just to make shit awkward, just to have a funny ass moment in my autobiography? Yo, that'd be fucking crazy. And I feel like I wish I could do it, but nah, I'm just gonna stay home and get drunk.
Okay.
I'm gonna get drunk as fuck. And see, last time I got drunk was my birthday, my 21st birthday, when I like was playing the PlayStation. I just started crying randomly. So I feel like, I mean, I've gotten tipsy since then, but I haven't gotten drunk, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I could do it, pull it off.
I believe in you.
Dog, Jaeger bombs and just Casamigos, like straight up. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Unless Andy wants to invite me to his Thanksgiving dinner, but it's gonna be at his mom's house, and
yeah,
I don't want to see anybody's mom on Thanksgiving.
Yep. Sorry.
That's all right. So yeah, I mean, that's what's gonna happen on Thanksgiving. Can you imagine how fucking Christmas will be? Because everybody feels bad for me at work. They're like, "Oh, David, I wish I could invite you," but they don't invite me. But then I'm like, damn, David, I feel bad for you. I'm like, it's cool. I'm just gonna go get drunk. And not
David,
talk to anybody.
I wish I could invite you, but you do this to yourself.
Like, David, I wish you didn't try to fuck me, so then my husband wouldn't like try to murder you when he sees you. It's like, that's crazy, bro.
That's crazy, but I see.
I'm sorry.
I get it.
I'm sorry.
I get the point.
I'm sorry that you beautiful and that I try to get with you. I thought you and your marriage was a sham.
I thought it was just a business arrangement.
You know what I'm saying? I thought it was just beneficial to what you was going through. and I thought I was just gonna get in, get some dick, and get out.
Get some dick.
Give some dick.
Oh,
What the fuck? Yo, Andy's a weirdo, yo.
Get it?
No,
What?
give it.
All right. Well, cool. Well, future happy Thanksgiving to you. my friend.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I would get fucked up and I have work
yes,
the
yes.
next day.
Yeah. Well, that's.
But the thing is, 3
That's
other people
unfortunate.
come in the morning with me, so I feel like I could just improvise it out
okay.
if I wake up hungover as shit,
Yep.
which will most likely happen. I think I'll start drinking at like 8
PM,
a.m.
AM
Yeah,
on Thursday.
I mean that's when I wake up. Oh, 100%. We're closed on Thursday,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna get fucked up from the beginning and just
Nice.
hope I don't text anybody.
Just drink all
Can
day.
you imagine I get drunk and then I text my ex's mom and I just be like, yo, I'm on the way and just show up drunk as fuck, bruh.
with the
Holy
bottle and everything.
Yo, with the half drunken.
Well, this was brand new.
Hey, I got
Morning.
broadcast some news, everybody. Yo, can you imagine if I do that shit? Just David, stop giving me ideas.
David, you want some water? No, good.
Yeah, I got them all right here.
There's water in this. It's good.
Just be like, I dated her for 2 years and it really hurt when we broke up, but I think I could fucking do better. Who is that? And they're like, that's her cousin. I'm like, I don't want to hurt her right now. Maybe that's how I sound drunk. I don't know. Hopefully I sound like I can actually form words.
I think you just stumble on your words.
Naturally when I'm sober, though.
Yeah, so I think. Oh, what if you're
It's-
so fluent when you're
Dog,
intoxicated?
can you imagine?
I don't know.
Can you imagine I just speak a different accent? I'm just like British all of a sudden. Yeah, top of the morning, tell you. Or is that Irish? I don't know. I'm not drunk. Let me get drunk on Thursday and let me find out for you guys, right? So yeah,
Mhm.
hopefully I don't have any residual drunkenness for next episode. Next Sunday. Can you
I'm
imagine?
sure you will.
I mean, it's only right that I do.
Yeah, it's only fair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna see the thing is
Not for you.
I'm going
Not for me.
for them, for you guys.
For them.
So yeah, that's why I'm gonna do the hard shit, the tequila and the Jaeger.
Mhm.
Instead of the Smirnoff. Nah, fuck that. Ain't no pussy shit on Thanksgiving, boy. I'm getting fucked up. I ain't getting drunk. I'm getting fucked up.
Mhm.
So yeah. Hopefully I eat turkey the next day. Like somebody brings leftovers and shit. They're like, hey yo, we got leftovers. Like, oh thank God, turkey.
Mhm. Yes, I need
I need
this
turkey.
to absorb. Well, let's see. There's one more thing that I'm actually excited about.
Oh yeah? You excited
Yeah.
about something?
Yeah, I can't believe it.
No.
Well, believe this, my friend. I have always loved Halo. Right, the video game.
Okay, bro, I thought you said Taylor. I'm like, Taylor Swift?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
talking about Infinite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
the multiplayer dropped.
I know the multiplayer dropped.
That's all I've been doing, motherfucker.
Why do you think I got bags under my eyes? Yeah. No, I haven't played it yet. I haven't even installed it yet. Right.
Oh man.
You're
You're just waiting for the full thing?
I just haven't really gone into it yet.
Apparently it's really good.
But I've been watching some YouTube videos about people playing it and talking about it, and I'm like, "Look, this actually looks pretty cool."
It was.
And honestly, call me weird, but I never was really big into the online multiplayer.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
me,
I got
right?
you.
But I don't know. about
You
this.
motherfucker got
Yeah.
excited.
I don't know. I do want to play the campaign for sure because I just love, that game.
Yeah,
The story and all
I've
that
only played
shit.
Halo for 2 minutes total of my life,
Yeah, I know.
but I had a fun time.
Yeah. See?
So that's kind of why I wish I have an Xbox as well.
Mhm.
Not like replace my PS5, but like
Yeah.
just on the side.
Now, what's interesting is this is also on Steam.
I did hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the the PC platform. So you could play it on, PC or on Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah, my laptop can't handle Halo.
Yeah. Well, see, I have an Xbox One, but I know that this is like
You need that new shit.
this is like what is it, Xbox S or
1S.
something like 1S?
1S and 1X.
Yeah.
I don't know why they just.
So I'm
just
like,
change the number, man. Don't add a fucking letter.
I can't buy a new system. Honestly, I haven't even played the console in a long time. I've just been doing my PC,
Yeah.
right? So, but I don't know if I could do that to Halo. You know, like I might have to get it on the console.
You know, you can just add it, like just connect the controller to the PC, right?
Oh, that's how I play.
Yeah. So you can just
Yeah.
do that, and then just have the Xbox. Just put the Xbox in front of the PC.
Mm-hmm.
Connect the controller to the PC,
Mm-hmm.
and then just pretend like you're playing it from the Xbox.
Yeah, yeah, I might do that.
I mean, honestly, you just have to check which one has better specs. Does your console have better specs, or does your PC have better specs? Than your
Sure,
console?
sure. And you know, I'm not the type of person that, you know, if it's 1080 versus 4K, like I don't even have a 4K screen, so it whatever.
I even have a 4K projector, Andy. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
You
but
need my setup.
You are also the type of person that drops $1,400 on jewelry.
I had to, bro. You don't understand the amount of
I do not
I
understand.
have to represent my
and I
country.
never will understand.
I have to represent my country.
Yeah.
It is a Cuban link chain.
Is that in the description?
That's
Or
the name of the chain.
That's
No, you know how different chains, you know, there's a rope chain which
Well,
looks like
thank
rope that
God.
they braid.
Okay.
There's a Figueroa chains like the 8s. There's different types of chains.
So
This
now-
one's a Cuban link.
Now you're definitely gonna know where to shave.
Shave. Yeah, exactly. I
Um,
can't believe you remember that.
Yeah.
Nobody else remembers that.
Mhm.
Never seen that.
But
guy.
no, that's wonderful, man. But yeah, I'm super excited about this game
Dude, honestly, I was
Because-
excited about it too. I don't even have an Xbox.
because here's the thing: Halo is a little more special to me because it came out in 2001.
Shit.
You know, when the Xbox OG came out. You know what I mean?
Fat controller.
Yeah, the fat ass controller, but my hands were already the size, so I was able to hold the controller. I had no problem. I'm like, this is sick. You know, this is amazing. So 2001 it came out, and so you were 1 when it came out,
Oh, thanks. Thanks for telling people my age.
right? So the controller was half your size.
I'm in the 90s, bitch.
So the game, because I was in middle school when this came out, right?
Damn, bitch, you old as fuck.
Damn, you young as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, so I was super motivated and excited about and inspired about like computer graphics
Mhm.
and animation and shit like that,
Dude, that
right?
shit's
So
amazing.
this really inspired me, which is why I kind of got into the design field. I didn't do animation, but it did lead me on this path, right? So, and plus I like the story, whatever,
Yeah.
like I just like that universe, right?
Nah, that's how I feel about Assassin's Creed, bro.
Yeah, people are like that with Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, Gears of War, whatever the fuck, you
Yeah.
know. So I like the Halo, franchise and whatnot. Like,
Yeah, you even did a whole episode about CE, right? Combat Evolved. Remember that?
no, the
That was
Master
season
Chief
1.
Collection.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Master Chief Collection. I just
Yeah,
remember
which
CE from
has
that.
CE because that was Combat Evolved, correct? That
Yeah.
was the first one, and it had 2, 3, 4, and ODST in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was season 1.
It just doesn't have Halo Wars or anything like that, which is a RTS.
Real time strategy. Yeah.
Real-time strategy.
Yeah.
I know my games too. Over the battlefield view, right?
Top down.
Top down. Sure. Yeah. So, and honestly, I haven't really played those. All
Those
that
aren't
much.
my type of game.
Yeah. I mean, like, I really wanted it to.
I like action adventure, like first, third person type games.
Yes, open world sandbox.
Even
Um,
just linear games, dude.
So apparently, that's what Infinite is. Apparently, it's like a big ass world and shit. And the levels,
That's
I
just
was
shit.
watching like the levels, because you got one clip that I was watching, the player had like a grappling hook,
Mhm.
right? So it's almost like Spider-Man shit, where he's like, well, that was like the comment that he made. It's like, wow, this is like Spider-Man, because he like shot up there and he's like flying around the map, but he's like playing the campaign, and like this whole level was massive, and he had to like climb all the way up and whatever the fuck, I'm like, wow,
Whatever the
that's
That type of shit's interesting.
very interesting.
I like traversal shit.
and it's first person shooter, so like this is gonna be cool, and there hasn't been, it's been years since
Man, you better warn your wife. You better warn her.
yeah.
We might not have an episode in a while just because Andy's gonna be like, "Yo, David, I'm at home playing."
Well,
shit."
no, see, I'm trying to be responsible adult. This week it really didn't work out because I was sick, but I'm trying to be a responsible adult. Like, go to bed at a certain time, because I know that like I get fucked up, in the morning when I don't sleep well,
Yeah.
right? And then everything is just compounded throughout the whole entire week. So if I am not sleeping well all week, come Friday, kill me. It will be easier on me if I just die. Yeah. But
Oh fuck.
but yeah, so and the best way to combat that is just to sleep. Just go to bed at a reasonable time.
Nah, fuck
And unfortunately,
that,
I don't.
I don't either. But the thing is, I think my body can handle it a little bit better because I'm used to that already. Because my problem isn't that I go to sleep
David.
late. What?
I want you to understand this.
Man, this is not going somewhere good.
I want you to understand that I am 12 years beyond you.
No, I know that.
Okay? I was how you were, or how you are right now.
Really?
Right? I
In
was.
pain all fucking day?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Well, in pain, no, because I wasn't a weak ass bitch.
Ah, goddamn.
But I burned the candle at both ends like you do. In fact,
Sleep late. Wake up
I
early.
took the candle and I just threw it in the fire. Just let that bitch melt. That's how
Where's this
terrible I
analogy
was.
going?
I make them up. That's how terrible I was to myself. Because I remember when I coined that phrase, it was I got home at 5 a.m. and I needed to be at work at 9. And I'm like, what am I doing to myself?
Right, you always regret it in the morning, but then like by the end of the night, you're like, oh yeah, I gotta do it again.
Mm-hmm.
That happens to me all the time. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, why the fuck did I only sleep 1 hour?
Mm-hmm.
Like tonight I'm sleeping early, and then like 3 a.m. hits, and I'm like, I mean, I did it last night. I can do it
Yeah.
again.
But I mean, that day I had to pull a double or some shit like that. And I'm like, God damn it, man.
See, you have to do it. My shit's by choice, so my shit's worse, right? Because I do it to myself.
No.
I don't have 2 jobs.
No. I was only working one job. So this was 9 years ago or something like that.
Uh-huh.
When I was doing this. Right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I was being so bad to myself. Like, I know better now. So when you're saying, oh, Andy, you're weak and all this stuff, like, I've already experienced it. I know what I can and cannot do anymore.
Well, I know what I can and can't do anymore, but I just don't give a fuck. I know I can't jump and hit backboard when I'm at the gym, but I try.
And that's right. 10 years from now, we're going to circle back to this episode and we're going to discuss this again. So like on episode 150.
You mean episode 48? Our next episode in 10 years? Ah, shit.
Man, that would be terrible.
That would suck. I mean, at that point, all our fucking viewers would just like have kids and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they already have kids now. They'd be on Medicare.
Do y'all have kids?
I don't know. What is our age gap? I know our youngest viewer, I think, is like 17.
And they work with you.
Yeah, they have no choice but to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then our oldest was what? I think my cousin.
50s.
50s. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In 10 years, when episode 48 comes out, they'll be on Medicare.
That's right.
Yeah.
And why the fuck would they be listening to us?
COVID 29 will come out.
Oh, yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you got anything else to add?
No, I think we got it.
I think we're good.
We forego the open-ended question this week.
Yeah,
just we missed so much.
There was so much content already missed.
Yes.
And every week we added to it, So this was just a follow-up.
Yeah.
Just to catch up, not see your beautiful faces, but for you to see ours, and hear our beautiful voices.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing I'll add.
Yes.
Wow, we missed since the last episode. So in that month and a half, I went to Tampa, saw my dad and my stepmom and all that, and they asked me about the podcast. I would tell them, "Hey, Andy fucked this up," or blah blah blah, shit's fucked up. But they asked me, it's impossible. How do you even talk for that long without having like awkward silence? And I'm like, you just get used to it and you start learning. And I feel like today was really good. We talked for a fucking hour and 11 minutes. And we did not have one fucking awkward silence or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Not one thing where we were like, well, none of that, bro. So fucking high five to you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
High five to you folk listening and watching us. Yes, we are both on Anchor and Spotify and all that stuff, as well as YouTube with our video. Sometimes we have visual gags. So here we are.
Yeah. So if you're listening to us and you want to know what we look like, only for a second, and just go back to listening.
Like, oh, shit.
Oh, fuck, my screen broke. We are on YouTube. And if you're watching us on YouTube and you're tired of seeing us, you can listen to us on many of the different platforms out there.
Yeah, do Spotify.
Yes.
Or Apple Podcast. I just like Spotify. I'm just biased.
Yes. I'm biased on Apple Podcast.
Ugh.
Sorry. So yes, we're out there on all of the different platforms.
Yes, and then just drop a comment, let us know how you feel about us, and how we can improve, and how we're just shitty at our job.
Yeah, any suggestions? Tell us to just stop where we are.
Stop while you're ahead, and you're not that far ahead.
Cash
just stop
in now and give up. Go home. Whatever.
We have like $16 in ad revenue. Just we could just cash in now, just leave. Leave while we're at the top.
But that's all time, and we have not withdrawn anything.
Yeah.
That's from day one.
At this rate, episode 48 in 10 years, that's when we'll withdraw, and I think it'll be like $32, and then we can split that up and enough money to where we could buy 16 bags of Skittles each,
minus inflation. So we'd still owe money.
Oh yeah, the $16 will probably be worth like $2
in today's.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for listening or watching, and we will catch you hopefully next week, and not in 10 years. Thank you. This has been my great co-host Andy, and my name is David, and we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
What's the funniest YouTube video you've seen? What does the media do well, poorly in their service to the public? What is your routine for an average weekday? How has coffee shaped the course of human history?
It shaped the course of this fucking podcast last week.
What social situations do you dread?
Oh, everything.
How would you tweak the Olympics?
We can talk about that. What social interactions or situations would you dread? I can talk about that.
All right.
Okay. You write that down right there. Write that down right there. All right. So that was our cold open.